I feel like a lot of men don't really understand the fact that when women say a guy is hot, they don't mean he's not ugly. Like, to women, ugly and hot are not opposites. They're not mutually exclusive. You know, like, hot is like the conclusion, like the overall conclusion you reach about like if you're into a guy, and like ugly to handsome is just one axis, right? Then you have boring looking to interesting looking. And then in like the third dimension, you have like his like personality and like the context. So Henry Cavill, I think, is a good example. He's handsome, he has good bone structure, but he's not always hot. Like as Superman, too boring, not hot, right? As the Witcher, he has like cool white hair and he's like very gruff and reserved, but he's also very like caring towards animals and children. That's hot, right? When he's like in person as himself, talking about his interests very animatedly, he's like, I love D&D, I built my own PC, like here's how I did it. Like I might as well be pregnant at that point, and men don't get why, you know?
Gentlemen, we hear about axes and dimensions and being boring, interesting, hot, caring towards animals, bone structure, yada yada. Cut the crap. Forget about all this nonsense and let me translate this mess for you. If a guy is attractive enough, woman will not care at all if he likes or dislikes animals, if he has something going for him or not. If a man is not attractive enough, however, then he can have the best morals, he can be wise, caring, loving, but it will have no value for most women. This is what the current state of affairs is. Women are interested in the bad boys who are attractive and inaccessible, and men who have many things going for themselves are just not interesting enough. They don't give the butterflies. So gentlemen, let's take a man who texts a girl good morning queen every day. He talks with her about animals and favorite colors and books, etc. And another man that is more attractive than the first one and is inaccessible and cold. Which one do you think the average woman on Tinder will pick? But enough about that, guys. Let's read an article I've taken from Female Dating Strategy. This page, man. If you can see, gentlemen, here on the bottom, they have a live chat. So I might as well have a chat with with these individuals. If you want, drop a comment of what I should. Excuse me, I'm so excited to chat with them. I forgot to talk. Drop me a comment of what I should talk with them, what I should ask them, and maybe we can do a video of me having a conversation with these ladies. I see they have merch over here, so yeah, maybe I'm gonna buy me a mug. I bet they have these ones that say male tears on them. Beautiful. But let's read, gentlemen. The title is All Men Have in Life is the Audacity. And we have Pinocchio over here. Look at this dummy, the lies he will tell. Have you ever wondered where men get their confidence from? Even the broke, ugly, and dusty ones have the audacity to behave like they're a prize to be won. This is what women do. You got it backwards. You know, we constantly see average women. I'm not going to be an a-hole and call them dusty and ugly, but the average woman with a not so good personality who are a pain in the butt, they still feel entitled to Prince Charming. The standards of modern women are through the damn roof, and yet they come here saying it's the other way around. Yeah, no. And we will continue with that thought in a moment. Let's keep reading. And oddly, those with the least to feel confident about are a lot of times the loudest and most aggressive. For a long time, the existence of their outsized egos confused the hell out of me. I've got something outsized for you. And that is until I learned something very important about masculinity. Okay, gentlemen, let's hear the wisdom. Men speak what they want into existence, no matter what they have going on in life. Men survive on their ability to cap, and cap they do. OMG, the lies they tell. Once they have crafted their lie, they live as if it were true until they can find some woman they can scare, intimidate, and or bully into accepting it. The more desperate they are, the more intense the lie and intimidation. Once again, you got it backwards. It's women who say things like, take it till you make it, or who believe in crap like positive vibes or good energy that will bring good things upon your real life. Stuff like that. That's it. That's the game. Lie like Pinocchio until someone believes in you enough to make you a real boy. It's not magic, it's not superior cunning, it's sheer stubbornness, self importance, narcissism, stupidity, and physical intimidation. All men have in life is the audacity. Beautiful. It doesn't matter if any of the crap he says is true or not, or even if he really believes it. They just have to get a woman or a few to believe in their bullcrap to make it real. And when, or if it doesn't work, they cut and run to find another target, or they pick a hill to die on. The entire self-identity is crafted from nothing but belief in their own desire and sense of will. Is that so? Because men are alone by default. Many men go through life being alone for the biggest part of it, and they can totally manage themselves alone. They have enough ambition and will to do that. But you try and take the validation that these women receive and see what happens. You know, if men stopped complimenting women, if men stopped chasing women and giving them attention, giving them likes on social media, if they stopped validating women in any shape or form, you will see women just fade out of existence, man, I tell you. They will be so miserable and insecure that they will look translucid. Because they don't know what it means to be truly alone. They feed off of attention. And lack of validation is woman's kryptonite. Let's keep reading. This is why repeated failure makes men well, I'm not gonna say this because I don't know how YouTube will take these two words, but most men, for most men, failure in the dating world surely makes them feel worse, but it's not the biggest problem men have. You know, the world does not revolve around you. This is why that crazy guy on the street cursed you out when you turned him down for a date. Most men don't give a crap if you turn them down for a date because they either have better options or they realize the squeeze is not worth the juice. Let's not pretend like every man will get butthurt about you not dating them, when in reality, most will just say okay and turn their back on you. This is why that guy you thought you were vibing with suddenly disappeared. Yeah, sorry for not wanting to be milk for attention, I've got better things to do. You threaten their already fragile self-identity in some fundamental way. When your identity is based on nothing, it feels like you're constantly being threatened. Why do they do this? They are males, sis. This is what males are at their core, and this is what they do. Yeah, gentlemen, so apparently at our core, we are frightened little puppies, and we are threatened because we don't have a personality. Nice to know. They beat their chests and act like they're something they're not and bigger than they actually are. Just look at our primate cousins for proof. And we've got a video of a monkey here. I'm not gonna play that. Men are expert manifestors in this respect. They'll talk about how they only date tens all day while going home each night to sit in their basement eating Cheetos. Again, this is something women do, to daydream or talk all day to female friends about that one night they were able to have chat for a while. Meanwhile, all other nights they stay home drinking boxed wine and eating ice cream with their cats, posting on TikTok about how successful they are and that no man can be at their level. Let's keep reading. Then they eventually stumble upon a woman with weak enough self-identity to believe it. He convinces her how lucky she is that he's considering dating her, since he only dates tens usually. Wink, wink. Man, who wrote this? Who wrote this? And why are they portraying typical female behavior? Like, is it on purpose? No man is going out there telling he has been only with tens. No man says things like, how lucky you are to date me. Like, have you ever heard a man say that? That is something, this is the way that women think. That if they are to have a relationship with anyone who is not Chad, they are settling. They are coming down from their heavenly throne to sit with some lucky fella. Man, get out of here. A woman with strong boundaries has created a narrative for her own life so vivid and secure that it's impenetrable to lies. She may not know if she may not know if what he's claiming is true or not. All she knows is he does not fit her vision for her life, and that is enough. She won't manifest his lie into reality. You are the one who gets to choose to make him real or not. You can leave Pinocchio as a puppet or turn him into a real boy. You have the power. I've got the power. Sorry, gentlemen, sorry. I'm getting, I'm, I'm becoming insane reading this crap. Gentlemen, reading this really got me wondering, how is it possible to be so ignorant to reality? How is it possible to be so off the scale of understanding? And the reason why that is because these women base all their worldview on the 5 bad boys they allowed into their life, you see? This woman that wrote this has chased Chad, has allowed a couple of imbeciles to her life, and now she thinks that all men are like this, and she's sitting here like Aristotle thinking and writing articles about how all men are apes and stupid liars. When fact of the matter is, she is the one that's stupid, she is the one that made the poor decisions, and she is the one that is out of reality. Guys, has it happened to you that you play some game with different characters or races or champions, and there is always a noob that whines about how broken and overpowered a certain character is, and they say how that character is imbalanced and should be nerfed, when in reality the character is perfectly balanced, it's just they don't know how to play the game and how to counter that said character. And you just sit there listening to him whine about how imbalanced the game is, and you realize it's not the game, it's just him that is bad. It's the same with these women. They are the stupid ones that allow bad people into their lives. They are the ones that are blind to current state of affairs. They don't learn from the mistakes they keep making. They don't try and find a good man. They don't try to be a pleasant person so they can secure another pleasant person. Instead, they sit at home eating ice cream and bitterly writing articles on womanist sites. And I'm just so sad for younger girls that don't know better, and after a few bad experiences they find these articles and they believe them. But anyway, gentlemen, before we end the video, I just wanted to make a little mention that I recently posted a community poll asking what type of videos you will be interested in, and most of you said that you will be interested if I cover blue pill guys, talking about how they perceive the red pill. I have noticed that this is the type of content that gets the most views, but if I focused only on one type of content, I will be missing out on the opportunity of, maybe finding something else that you find really interesting. A lot of people said I should do a mixture, and I think that is the best case scenario. I'm going to focus a little more on the blue pill, commentary, but we will also do all sorts of things. So thank you, gentlemen, again for being part of the community, for subscribing, for liking my videos and leaving out your comments. I read almost all of them, so share whatever you think of the channel or of the content we cover. And gentlemen, I wish you a very good day and see ya.